Alright, here we go. I'm going to continue where I left off from the previous time I played as the monk. Let's get going. Looking forward to reaching level 36. Pretty cool. Getting closer to that 160. That'd be really nice. Guessing that's a boost in strength there or vitality. Okay, it's a boost in vitality. All right.
have no room. Where would I put this? my friend. Greetings! Greetings!
Good day. How may I serve you?
Out of my way, wretched human!
Hello, my friend. Greetings!
Nope, we're not doing that. That wouldn't make any sense. Shield and neglect, huh?
Greetings!
Good day. How may I serve you?
Hello, my friend.
Good day. How may I serve you? I serve you?
I have no room. Hello, my friend. Greetings! Greetings!
Good day. How may I serve you?
Where would I put this? Where would I put this? Where would I put this? Hello, my friend. Greetings!
Good day. How may I serve you?
Be right back.
Hello, my friend. Greetings!
Hello, good friend.
Greetings!
Good day. How may I serve you?
the base to 86. That's good. Be really nice.
I have no room. Hello, my friend.
You were most kind, Horizonte. I did not deserve your kindness. For anybody making their way to this channel for the first time, I go by the name Counterbaron, and
Greetings!
you may not be familiar with the game that I am currently playing right now. There was a PC game that was released back in 1996 by the name of Diablo, and that game in particular has been a serious changer when it came to the action RPG genre, given that the action is always real time, and with that was a great deal of excitement because of how awesome the gameplay was and how much replay value there was back then. Even more so during multiplayer mode, right? But about 10 years after the official game's release, there was a mod that was in development by the name of the Hell mod, which is what I'm currently playing. And ever since that mod was released, there's been even more replay value, given that
Hello, my
there's
friend.
additional quests, there's been an increased difficulty,
Greetings!
and with that, a great number of challenges in its own. But to go further into describing what the Hell mod is, it's more of a heavily revised variation of Hellfire, which consists of additional 8 dungeon floors, 4 for each of the Abyss or Hive, and the Crypt. Initially, throughout the first couple years of development, there was a lot that needed to be changed. Such as glitches that players were able to abuse, such as the Duplication glitch. Duplication glitch was corrected. It was removed in its entirety. And there were some other small features such as gold capacity for each square, like for each bundle, if you will.
This is a place of great power.
The original only allows, 5,000 gold pieces per square at max, whereas this game allows 50,000. So you can hold legitimately 10 times the amount of gold if you so chose in your inventory. But the tricky thing about gold, when I'm going further into explaining, is that
This is a place
there's a select few
great
things
power.
you're actually going to need gold for. And the select few things would be spell books, perhaps some health potions, mana potions. So as I was saying, health potions, mana potions, spell books, holy water, which acts as a potion of rejuvenation. Alright, just had to get rid of that first and foremost. Probably some additional monsters here. Is that it? Alright, we're good. Oh, another one of those challenging features is not being able to save your game at any given time. Once you're in a battle, you're in that battle until you either reload your game from where you previously saved, or you find a way to win that exchange so you can go further into saving your game. And speaking of challenges, you never know what may be lurking around the corner in terms of mobs for you to deal with, which can very well be a serious problem in its own right. Oh, the dev has a very strong fix for invisible creatures. If you think that you're dealing with all the enemies that you can see directly in front of you, only for some other monsters to appear and cause an even greater issue. This forces your hand to try to bait them, wait around the corner, or better yet, just keep moving altogether to avoid the aggro to the best of your ability. But ever since, what was that? I want to say since 2018, there have been some other mods that were released. Well, they're not necessarily continuations, but they're just, there's a second expansion, well, like a second mod, a third mod, and a fourth one, which seems to play, well, each of them just seem to play on the previous ones that were made before them. Oh, and there was something else in regards to features. On single player mode, similar to Hellfire, you have access to 3 difficulties. Where while Hellfire names them, well, refers to them as normal, nightmare, and hell, you have access to what is known as horror, Purgatory, and Doom. Of course, hardware difficulty is to get you familiar with how to play the Hell mod. This way, you can learn the ins and outs on what to do and what not to do. For one thing, one of the things you definitely don't want to do, whether it be melee or range class, like mage, scout, and melee such as the monk, paladin, gladiator, and assassin, you don't want to stand in one spot for too long, because the moment you do, that's when your character can be in a very dire situation. The Hell mod really emphasizes a lot on positioning. Character positioning makes all the difference when it comes to dealing with this crazy aggro, similar to what I'm dealing with now.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
Still nasty. And apparently these guys are everywhere. Yeah, still not trying to do it all. So for this whole duration, I haven't been able to save my game, because the game will not allow me to until I clear this out or my character dies, and I have to reload the game from where I previously saved, as I mentioned before. And of course, we have, what's his name? Apparently a Big Nabat, the Soul Reaper. The mod itself also has expanded a great deal on unique items. But there are some unique items in this game, well, this mod I should say, where... Oh, that was something else I forgot to mention. The mod itself, it acts as a standalone game, where all you really need to play it is the Diablo data MP3 file. Okay, now I can just deal with them by myself. This is actually much better. Well, let me see if I can get something here. Okay, much better. I can deal with them now. I didn't consider having the what is it, that holy bangle when I was dealing with those skeleton archers, because the moment I did that, it'll reduce my lightning resist, which is very risky when you're having to deal with those enemies that were just shooting lightning arrows at you.
Where would I put this?
Let's see here. So there's a vast amount of unique items. There's a vast amount of monsters, and along with their corresponding mobs and unique monsters. And the cool thing about multiplayer mode in this game, which to be honest, I don't recall seeing many people play it nowadays, the multiplayer mode that is,
Greetings!
or let alone the Hell 1, is that when Doom difficulty is reached for multiplayer,
Hello,
there
old
are
friend.
exclusive monsters that you can reach on the 4th and final floor of each area, which is really, really cool. And there are just some that are just wandering around, not exactly locked in a room, waiting for you to open it. They'll just be wandering around the floor, and when you get close enough, they'll do what they can to get really close to you, and chaos breaks loose from there. Another thing that the mod emphasizes on, for those who have not seen this before, is just about every single stat you can see. Armor class, every single stat here on this table or this chart. The armor class, emphasis on armor class, chance to hit, the damage, the resist here, which is just magic, fire, lightning, the life, the mana, along with your base and current strength, magic, dexterity, vitality, along with your character level. It emphasizes a great deal on all of that because it will determine how well you can take on or attempt to tackle certain quests in this game. That's another thing I forgot to mention. Well, despite, or should I say, while quests on the original Diablo game are friendly or player friendly to access, with there being some means of a challenge, in Diablo The Hell mod, you're very much guaranteed to have a challenge for quest, even on horror difficulty, and that is the easiest difficulty on this mod. Which, of course, can inspire reluctance from even attempting these quests in the first place. And in order for you to succeed on Diablo The Hell mod, is that the game itself would prompt you to fully clear a dungeon floor so you can get all the possible experience. Whereas the original Diablo, you don't necessarily have to fully clear a dungeon floor. And given how crazy challenging this mod is, when you go back to playing the original Diablo after playing the Hell mod for so long, you'd be very surprised on how easy the original is in comparison. It teaches you a harsh lesson. The Hell mod teaches you a very harsh lesson on how to distribute your skill points correctly, because if you don't, the game has that way of reminding you of the consequences of having a belief that you can distribute your skill points anywhere and make it through the game with no problem. Whereas the original Diablo doesn't necessarily teach you that, but the mod does. Some primary examples would be, for the monk, first example with being the monk is that when you're distributing your skill points for the monk, you want to focus on 2 points to dexterity for every point of strength, but you also want to focus on a touch on vitality for survivability. Dexterity helps with chance to hit, along with damage for the monk. Oh, here we go yet again with this crazy mess. there are no more enemies for me to deal with right now with that lightning damage. Okay, I'll definitely take this on. It also helps for you to have a decent amount of gear. Oh, crap. Okay, that helped out a lot. That was 28 points there. As I was saying, it helps to have a very strong amount of gear in your inventory. Mainly some rings, maybe a couple of weapons. Alright, so things I've learned when it came to playing the Hell mod is how to corner enemies. It wasn't something that I've really paid much attention to when I was much younger playing this game. But yeah, it's one of those harsh lessons the Hell mod would teach you. That's another trick as well. Ranged enemies that are giving you a hard time and want to play keep away as you try to chase them on foot. Best thing you can do, if you have the space to do it, just wait around here, around these corners, and wait for them to make their way towards you while swinging your weapon, and surely enough, you'll catch them, perhaps stun lock a few of them, your fair share, and being able to kill them off.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Now, something else in regards to the Hell mod is that
Hello, my
although the
friend.
original Hell mod only has that one mode for you to play,
Greetings.
not difficulty mode, as in normal mode. Normal mode makes it to where, as I was saying before, you can't save your game when you're in the middle of a battle. But the Hell 2 onward, such as the Hell 3, the Hell 4, those three mods I just mentioned, 2, 3, and 4, they give you the option to play easy mode in a way. So there is some lenience when it comes to easy mode, such as you being able to save your game in the middle of a battle, or if you had aggroed enemies and you wanted to save your game, you could do so. If you wanted to use Town Portal in the middle of being in the middle of a frenzy mob, you can also get away with that, but only on easy mode. Any other mode apart from that, you won't be able to do so. Oh, and they also allow you to do the same thing for quests. But on normal mode, which is the only available mode on the Hell 1, you can't save in the middle of a battle. You can't use town portals in the middle of a battle to escape.
I cannot carry anymore.
Once you're in, your hand is forced.
I have no room.
Well, that's probably the nth time I actually mentioned that. But it can't be stressed enough how important it is to prepare accordingly, or save often. One of the lessons I've learned is that you gotta save very often. Like as soon as that battle ends, like this in battle queue. As soon as that disappears, save your game. Wait around the corner, kill them off, save the game. Every chance you get. Now, when it comes to the Hell 2, the Hell 3, and the Hell 4, you don't have to worry about that because one of the game changers, well, that's something else. Unlike the original, you have a large variety of game changers, traits, and modes for you to choose from. Something interesting about game changers is that it's very much as how the term describes, as the term implies. It changes the means on how the game can be played. I don't want so many of them on me at once. That's another cool thing, being able to have an escape tool for the monk. Which prompts me to talk about spells in this game. Not only do you need the spell book, but you also need the required amount of magic, similar to the original Diablo. But depending on the function of that spell, along with its potency, you will definitely need a much higher magic requirement. You'll need to meet a much higher magic requirement than the original would normally prompt. For example, teleport. In order for you to successfully read a teleport spellbook, I believe you have to have 150 magic. Yeah, 150 magic points initially. For Golem, I believe it's, what's it? I think it's 160 for teleport and 150 for Golem. A lot of that going on. I definitely don't want to stand in the middle of it for too long. I'll just use the doorway to my advantage. Oh, that was another thing I forgot to mention. In order to make the game even more difficult, because the dev, oh man, the dev for the mod continuously thinks about how to make the game even more difficult than where it is. He made it that in Doom difficulty, rooms, what was it, maps with doors have a very slim chance of spawning, if ever. And I say very slim chance of spawning, if ever, because you still have the quest Ogden's Sign, which can appear on the 4th floor. You still have Quarterstone rooms that can appear in Doom difficulty. I've encountered my fair share of Cornerstone rooms. Which, of course, in the original Hellfire, you used to be able to access this and place an item on there, and there would be a speech in regards to it. That doesn't exist in the Hell mod anymore. It used to in the original patches, and like in the first few patches, it used to exist, but not anymore.
Hello, my friend. Greetings!
So, back to why I was mentioning that these stats play a very crucial role on how you're able to make your way through the Hell mod and all 3 difficulties. It helps in order for you to stand a chance with,
Good day.
I want to say,
How may
with
I
melee
serve you?
classes, for example. I learned that my paladin, if I had around 270 to at least 270, 280 like armor class, then my character will have a better chance of standing toe to toe with enemies that get really close to me, as well as enemies that like to shoot at me from afar. But that's on Doom difficulty. But it also helps that your minus DFE is at really, really high. It can go higher than this with the current gear that I possess, but Purgatory caps it off at 50. Horror difficulty, horror or horror, however you pronounce it, it will cap off at 25, and that's the first difficulty you encounter. Second one is 50, which is currently Purgatory right now where I am, and Doom difficulty, what is the cap on that one? I wonder. It's somewhere in the 100s, I believe. Somewhere in the 100s. Apparently for the Gladiator, the max would be at 100 minus 120. And the greater the minus when it comes to the DFE, the better off you are. Because that means that you're able to mitigate that much damage for each hit the enemy lands on you.
Hello, my friend.
But yeah, when it comes to quests in this game, be very careful.
Greetings.
Always save before you enter a quest floor. Whether it be the Chamber of Bone, the dark passage in regards to the poison water supply, the Pit of Flame of Dungeon Floor 14. That's a quest that was never
Good day.
part of
How
the
may I
original
serve you?
Diablo. Horizons, what was it, the summoning rooms or Horizons demons? That's another one. And when it comes to any of these quests that I'm mentioning, make sure you always save your game before you enter those floors. Because once you enter them, it's over until you fully clear that dungeon floor. You'll get an audio cue
Hello, my friend.
to let you know that, hey, you successfully cleared the floor.
Greetings.
But even then, you still can't save on that floor. You just have to use a town portal to get out. Go to town, save there. In the earlier patches of the Hell mod, you were able to save your game initially. Apparently the lead dev on that found it annoying, and so he decided to change it over the course of time. that's just great. That's my fault. I broke a rule of mine. I gotta save my game first before I open any chests. Because of the crazy traps that reside within some of them. You have no way of knowing unless you actually open it. The same with shrines too. While the original Diablo has the names for each shrine before you access them, this one, well, this mod in particular, it just reads either shrine or it just reads as shrine. I think the same is with the cauldrons, but I have to look back on that in order to confirm my own suspicions. Also, hey, Utina. I totally forgot to acknowledge you, and I apologize. Why did I do that? I was trying to heal my character, not teleport. That's just me being foolish. Never mind.
Hello, my friend. Greetings!
Good day. How may I serve you?
Alright, all according to plan. That works. Alright then. A lot of that going on. Maybe I can get my golem.
Not enough mana.
Let's see. Oh, great. Just what I need. No. Tell me this isn't happening. That's not true. It's not true. Alright, we're good. I'm trying to play hero again. Nice. Thanks, Golem. Your heroism was not required. All I needed was your distraction. Oh, nothing like a stun lock. Alright, alright. Gotta corner you then. Nope, gotta corner you. I gotta corner you. Make your way to that corner, please. Wanna. Alright, so you made yourself invisible? Alright, that was really gonna save you.
cannot carry anymore.
I'll be right back. That had to happen at one point. All right, got it.
cannot carry anymore. Where would I put this?
102. Alright, so we got 38 and 102. That's good.
Hello, my friend. Greetings!
Good day. How may I serve you?
Hello, my friend. Greetings!
Another black razor? I got one earlier.
friend. Greetings!
Good day. How may I serve you?
Greetings!
I even hit the one button. I swear I did. Sheesh. So there are aspects of the game that can be very ridiculous. Real scumbags. Real scumbags would do something like that. just keeps getting better, I swear. Yep, good old stun lock. Look at that, and they're just so eager to capitalize on me being trapped. Another thing the Hell mod actually teaches you is that when you find an advantage, capitalize on that mess. And don't be so eager to play fair when it comes to these enemies here. I'm not even trying to fight there, but the game is forcing my hand. Nope. Not even trying to fight there. I swear I'm not. Why would I try to do that? Me to stun lot to death? Is that what this is? I don't have enough time to cast a firewall? Apparently not. That's the way of the game. But in order for me to fully clear this floor, I do have to kill these guys, despite how annoying they really are. I mean, despite what I currently have, it's not worth anything, really. Oh, that's just great. Yep. Oh, then. Alright, so he's gone.
Not enough mana.
Sheesh. I just so happened to run out of mana like that, huh? Yeah, that's another thing you can count on as long as you play the Hell mod. You're going to come across annoyances like this. The very same annoyances that I'm always going to keep firing shots at the dev, because I personally haven't seen him encounter and deal with these annoyances. I'm not allowed to teleport out. I'm not allowed to. Alright then. Oh, man. Stupid nonsense, I swear. That's not doing anything. And of course, the firewall spells themselves won't do anything. Oh, yeah. By all means, feel free to run. Feel free to run. It's so silly how high, like how much that stacks, man. It's so ridiculous. And apparently the DFE count, what was it, capping at 50 doesn't do anything. So apparently these same scumbags here are just going to be waiting. Let me see something else then.
Good day. How may I serve you?
I don't know what happened there, but yeah, it's guaranteed to happen at least for one character run. This stupid aggro. Nice. Look at that bull jive. Nothing like a stupid distraction. I've always hated that about the Hell mod too, is that it also emphasizes on melee creatures making their way towards you very quickly, giving the ranged monsters plenty of time to set up to where they can get free hits off of you from a distance. I've never liked that. And I never will like dealing with that kind of challenge. Too many enemies at one time, standing still for too long. Even for 1 second's time is too long. Good thing I fully cleared the floor. Or gotten pretty close to it, doggone it. This comes all this stupid stuff here. Oh, you were waiting for me? POS. Scumbag was waiting for me this whole time. More stun locks, bring them on. Another feature this game emphasizes on. Nope. Sure, why not? I mean, I've encountered my fair share of stun locks already. Locking myself... having myself in a room's not gonna help. And they're being real scumbags here, firing from a distance, knowing they wouldn't be able to reach me. It's something that the AI is aware of, too. They just do that while waiting for me to approach them. So they can all just swarm on me at once like a firing squad. Oh my gosh. Freaking A. Like, take off, for real. Stop trying to make your way towards me.
Not enough mana.
I need these guys to die rather quickly. I don't care if the weakness is not fire, I just need them to die. Nice. That's what I need. I need my fingers to be hitting the wrong spells. Exactly what I need right now. Got swarmed straight away. Yep, because that's what I needed. Freaking A, man. Look at that. Just look at that. I want to see the dev try to deal with that. Like, I want to see the dev try to play through that kind of things himself. I really would like to see that. Oh, you're actually getting close to me. That was rare. Oh, the distractions again. Nice. Alright, alright. Got it. For the nth freaking time. My goodness, man. Because they are always in groups. They're always grouped up. So you're hard pressed to even try to separate them. Oh wait, it's the stupid Overlord variation, Grim Demon. Oh, you're waiting on me. So, while I'm under the impression sometimes when they're all grouped up together, that's what I'm usually under the impression of. There's usually just one straggling behind, waiting for me to when I go back to the same spot where I met them. That's also intentional. That's not by mistake. All this is about keeping players guessing and just watching them suffer. And everywhere I teleport, there's always a ranged monster somewhere. Always. Oh my goodness. Real POS, this guy. Come on now. It's not over yet. Still gotta deal with the other ones. The aggro from a unique monster lasts for as long as that unique monster is alive. And no, I'm not joking about that. I wish I was joking about it, but it would never be a joke. Perhaps that ring will do me a service? Never mind, spoke too soon. How dare I wish for something pretty... How dare I make a wish like that? How dare I? Oh, you down there? Scumbags yet again, man. Scumbag prevalence. Freaking A. I swear, I have some small words right now, but I usually don't say them for the sake of my sanity. Not what I did at all. That's not even remotely what I did, but the game forced it. No, don't be that way. Make your way inside here, please. Oh, you're not gonna make your way inside here. You're just gonna keep firing at a distance. No, make your way over here, towards me. Scumbag. Still not over yet. Need to find the rest. Well, at least I can save my game. That's the important thing, but I still need to kill the rest of them. Oh, there's one. Stop that. Stupid zigzag. A lot of that too. They just happen to not make it completely around the corner. Not completely around the corner, not quite yet. And they managed to survive by whatever kind of sliver of health there. Freaking A, I swear. Stop that. Just hurry it up with the death process. Please. Stop taking so long to die. You have this unnecessary toughness here. Like a typical scumbag. I swear, there are some times when playing Diablo The Hell mod, there are moments where it can awaken a level of hate that you never knew you had before. Just because of how the game was, well, just because of how the mod was developed. It can do that sometimes, for real. That's not what I'm trying to do. But that's me just ranting. Some things that I feel was necessary. I felt at the time was necessary to say. Because of how downright frustrating some of these sequences could really be. I need you dead. Not floating around shooting projectiles at me. I just need you dead. I lost count as to how many times I actually died. Like my character died, having to deal with that nonsense. Lost count. Alright. Let's see.
Good day.
I think I also have
How may I
Stormspire in
serve
here.
you?
I can't remember where I left it. Staff of Cremation I already have on my character. Hurricane. Can't use that yet. Storm Chaser is not the one. It's Storm Spire. There we go. Storm Spire allows me to deal more damage. Oh, excuse me.
Greetings!
And so it also helps with my base damage. That's pretty good. Now hopefully I don't deal with any more of those enemies down there. This is down to level 23. Alright then. I wasn't paying attention at the time. I was not paying attention to the time. That's my fault there. Now my monk is in good standings. I do appreciate that. All I have to do is just, what is it? Switch out between that and this here. Back to Night Scorpion if I so chose. It brings my magic, well, my magic will be at 23, but it brings my fire back to 85%, the max. This will be just in case I come across one of those quests that will lower my fire resistance. But anyway, that's enough of that. It is getting late. I do need to be responsible. So, there's that too. Hang on just a minute. Alright, that's going to do it for me tonight. About 2 hours in, that's how much I was planning to play tonight. Until next time, even afterwards, you guys take care and stay safe.